In O-Calc, you have a number of ways of controlling the camera that is used to give you a representation in the 3D view. The first option you can control is whether it's a perspective camera or an orthographic camera. And in an orthographic camera, let's for example take a look at the overhead view here. You'll see that as we look down, the poles in fact actually appear to be further apart at the top than they are at the bottom. And this is of course because the camera gives you a forced perspective. If I switch to my orthographic view, so I go to orthographic camera, you can see now it's in fact straight down. The poles are straight down. And then I switch back to my perspective, like so, and now if you look at them, you're actually, visually it appears that they're wider at the top than the bottom. So that lets you get a more realistic view. The other thing you do is called free flight camera mode. So normally, by definition, I'm always looking at a point in the center of the structure, and as I move my hand, I move my pointer around a sort of imaginary globe around the outside of this structure, it spins underneath and moves up and down and so on and so forth. But if I wanted to, I can free fly around this thing and get exactly the view from wherever I want. So you go to View, 3D View, Free Flight Mode, and now you get this Free Flight control panel where you use your keyboard to control what's going on. So for example, I can orbit around the structure, I can move up and down, and then I can fly in and look at anything I want, and fly back out again. And I can even do things like change the camera's pitch and roll with the E. And you know, in case you happen to like the old Batman TV series, you can make it look like that by pitching the camera left and right. I can orbit around it like so, and I can even, if I really want to do something crazy, I can do like a vertical orbit and actually fly under it and up the other side, or fly over the top and look down onto it like so. So you have pretty much absolute control of what you get, and then you can save that off and put it into a document or report that you might be working on. And this is very useful for things where you're trying to document how was the pole actually constructed on a complex pole. When you click back, or when you close this, it puts it back to wherever it was before you started doing the free flight operation, just so you don't lose your bearings.